Hey kiddos, it's Mom, and welcome to Your Mom Plays. Today I am answering a Q&A. I was tagged by Mr. E Meatshield to answer some questions, and then to tag 4 creators that I choose of my own to answer the same questions. There are links to these 4 channels down below, and a list of all the questions that I'm about to answer are down there too. Number 1, why did you start YouTube? My kids really love watching Let's Plays on YouTube and walkthroughs and stuff like that, and honestly, I just really wanted to see what all the fuss was about. You know, I used to play a lot of video games back in the early 1980s or so. I was a big fan of Pong and Centipede. I was really good at Centipede. Had my quarters lined up on the top row of the console every weekend. I was big at the video roundup. I haven't played games in a long time, and I just kind of wanted to see. I was really scared to start playing video games again because I just thought they were going to go too fast, and my reflexes were going to be bad, and I was going to do a lot of screaming. But I started with Skyrim, and that was such a great way to get back into these kind of modern day newfangled games because I was able to actually like pause and pick a weapon. If somebody would come after me, and I'd be able to pause and go, what am I going to use to kill this guy with? And potions, and I could heal myself. So Skyrim was a great way for me to get into modern day gaming, and I was just hooked. I guess my commentary must have been funny in my running commentary because my husband sort of jokingly said, you should have your own channel. And we all kind of looked at each other and went, well, that might be kind of funny. So voila, here we are, Your Mom Plays. Next question, how did you come up with your YouTube name? Well, I am a mom, and it was just kind of a funny play on words because there's that whole your mom taunt that we thought was kind of funny. So Your Mom Plays happened. How long have you been doing YouTube? I launched my first video on Mother's Day of 2016. So that was Sunday, May 8th. And at the time of recording this, that was about 2 months ago. Next question, what do you use to record? I record my audio and video separately because it makes the editing process a lot easier. It just gives me more choices and I don't have to feel so much pressure about, you know, saying everything perfectly. When and if I say something dumb, I can just edit it out. For video, I use the Elgato, and for the audio, I use SoundForge, and my microphone is a Blue Yeti. What do you use to edit? Next question. Sony Movie Studio. How did you decide on these tools? We just did a lot of research. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and my husband, because my husband is my editor, and that's actually a question later. So we're jumping the gun a little bit. We did a lot of research into what successful YouTubers were using. We just kind of watched their videos and we saw what they were using, and I really like what we're using. I'm pretty happy with it. Next question, on average, how long do you spend on each video? I usually record for about an hour to edit down to about 20 minutes, ideally 15 to 20 minutes. There's so much to the editing process when you're moving audio around, and then there's all the GIFs and the thumbnails and stuff like that. So each video I would say probably takes upwards of about 8 to 10 hours between recording and all that other stuff that you do. Next question, do you make your own thumbnails? Yes, I do, or I should say my husband does. What does he use? He uses Photoshop. How did you meet the person who does your thumbnails? We actually met in film school in the early 1990s, so we both have our film degree. And this is actually the closest thing I've done to using it in about 25 years, so at least those student loans are paying off. Next and last question, would you ever quit YouTube? This is kind of a hard question for me to answer because I don't foresee quitting YouTube. I never know what the future is going to hold. I don't think I'm going to be doing it in 40 years, so I think the ultimate answer will probably be yes. For right now, I'm having a great time, and I don't foresee quitting anytime soon. If life throws me a curveball, I may have to hit pause, as it were, on creating content, but as of right now, I'm going to say no. I've met some amazing people, though, here that I think are going to be lifelong friends, so I do see those relationships lasting, but whether or not it's within the context of YouTube, I don't know. So those are all the questions. So what I do now is I tag 4 channels that I hope will answer these questions too. The 4 channels that I am choosing are people that I really like. I love their content. I think their content is quality, but I think they are all just really stellar human beings. I've interacted with them kind of behind the scenes, and I think they're all just really, really wonderful people. So I hope you'll check them out. Their links are in the description. The channels that I am tagging are Super Critical Gaming, Tomablob, Thick Roots, and Phoenix Tsukino. I hope you will check them all out. I just want to say thank you so much to Mr. E Meatshield for tagging me. This has been a lot of fun. So everybody, I hope you've had fun listening. And thank you again to everybody who watches and subscribes and likes and comments and all those great things. You are my favorite.